Welcome to Be the Voice podcast, brought to you by Voices Magazine, where we are using our voices to shatter the silence. It's time to be informed, encouraged, and empowered with your favorite host, Dee Marie. Well, good evening and welcome to Be the Voice podcast. This is your host, Dee Marie. Actually, I said good evening. I meant good morning. But welcome to Be the Voice podcast. I'm so excited about tonight's episode. We have an amazing guest. I always like to bring in people from the community so we could talk about, things that's going on and people that are actually doing the work in the community. So before we get started, to let you know, Be the Voice is actually brought to you by Voices Magazine. And Voices Magazine is an online magazine that is tailored to survivors of sexual abuse. Now, it's not just for survivors to read, it's for anybody, but it is tailored to bring you the stories of people that have overcome past trauma and are now living their lives in victory. So if you want to pick up a copy or read a copy, you can go to vocesmagazine.com, and it's VOSAS magazine.com. And you can always email us if you are interested in sharing your story with the magazine, and that's at info@vocesmagazine.com, and that's info@VOSASmagazine.com. And I am your host, Dee Marie. Without further ado, we're going to bring in tonight's guest. We have with us Captain Clay Farmer, who knows everybody in St. Louis. Everybody in St. Louis. I mean,
but the most important person I know is Dee Marie. How about that?
Oh, look at you. Look at
Boom.
you.
So, how are
Captain
you?
Farmer, how are you?
I am too blessed to be depressed.
I know
right?
that's right.
I mean, there's so much going on, but we made the wake up list, right?
That's right.
So that's another day God has gave us to make right on what we did yesterday.
That's right. And then we can go ahead and just have a great day and just do what we're supposed to do, like we always
yes, ma'am.
do. We always
yes, ma'am.
So, Captain Farmer, I've known you for how long have I known you? For a few years now.
For a year, yeah, a few years now.
Few
Yeah.
years. You actually helped us out with our walk that we did for Sexual Abuse Awareness Month. You blocked West Florissant for us, and I was like, well, okay, we might be a little bit of a big deal.
Did nobody go past?
Right. Nobody went past. But I appreciate you. I appreciate you for everything that you do. You're always in the community, just helping out. We see you everywhere, just always out there. So tonight, well, I keep saying tonight because when this airs, it'll be in the morning. So, let's just put that out there. So if I say tonight, you guys understand. But I want to talk to you about an organization that is doing great work. And also just the community and just kind of your take on things that's happening. But let's talk about Humanity in the Middle. That's the name of it, right? Because I always...
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And I see you guys always out just doing work with the youth. And just tell us a little bit about... Well, first of all, tell us who you are and kind of what you do. And then tell us about... about you.
Well, first of all, Dee, it's really, I know we play all day, do, but it's sincerely an honor to be on your show. Like, for you to ask me to come on, you could have asked anybody else, but you picked me, and so I'm truly honored by that. So thank you, first of all, and for what you do, lending your voice and your platform to there's things that are near and dear to your heart, like the domestic abuse and things like that. So kudos to you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I like giving people their flowers while they still up.
Thank
you. Can't hear me talking about you in the casket. So yeah. So I'm just Captain Clay Farmer. I am from St. Louis. I went to the Normandy Senior High School. Don't be angry at me. Don't do it. Don't do it, D. Don't do it.
So if you're watching this, you're not from St. Louis. That is our thing. Where did you go to high school? Okay.
That matters whether we talk to you or not.
And
like how we address
you.
That
matters if you went to Hazelwood East.
Okay. Yeah. And so I've been a police officer for 22 years. I worked many different units within the police department, with the detective bureau, field operations supervisor. So all the guys that work the street, I was over that. I worked in the schools. I was in I teach gangs and street violence at the police academy.
Oh,
I
wow.
was in recruiting. I mean, you name it, I did,
You've
I
done it.
did it. So my current position, I'm the director of security and also community engagement for the St. Louis County Prosecuting Attorney
Awesome.
Wesley Bell. Yeah,
Yes.
who you guys went to school together a long, long time ago,
Uh-huh.
way before me. But I told Wesley he's born before child support, but
Oh,
whatever.
oh, okay. Okay.
But yeah, and I really, really enjoy what I do. Um, people say, how can you be an officer? What you do? But listen, when it's a calling, when
Right.
God calls you to do something, you don't question it. You just do it. And He's taking me through the storm and to see the sun. So I'm here to give my what they call it testimony.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
So, being a police officer, obviously, I'm
Hmm.
sure you have seen some of everything. And I know you see things that's happening now in our communities, even with the young people, and just it's just not getting. I mean, we have there are
Hmm.
times where things seem better, but then it's like, gosh, what can we?
Disheartening.
Yes, it's very disheartening. It's very disheartening. And I was just talking to a friend today because growing up, I mean, yeah, we had issues, but not like they have today. We didn't have
No,
problems.
it's a different breed. I know even, guys that were doing what they did, like you said, when we were coming up and ladies, we were never, disrespectful to the older people. Like if
Right,
somebody came around and we were cursing, we would say, hey, shut up,
right,
shut up. There go Miss Johnson. Hey, Miss Johnson. And then when she got on, we like, what? But
right.
there was a certain level of respect that we have for older people and authority figures such as teachers and things of that nature, but that just seems to be a thing of the past.
Yeah, like that's lost. And it
Unfortunately.
blows, yeah, it blows my mind because I wouldn't even think to be cussing
Oh,
in front of someone
oh
that,
my,
like an adult. Like it was
oh
not even
my
a thing.
God.
You were
I'm
automatic.
almost, I'm almost 50. I don't curse in front of my parents now. Like I
Me
don't.
too. Me
What?
too.
You
Yes,
think?
people,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
they cuss with their parents. Like I can't even
Yeah,
think to do that. Cannot even think to.
yeah,
So
yeah.
with all of that, now is that what made you even think to start like Humanity in the Middle, and kind of tell us about that and how you were able to get that started?
So it came about after the Philando Castile verdict.
Oh, okay.
Um, and so myself, Reverend Charlotte Hughes, who works in the prosecuting attorney's office with us, but she worked with Beyond Housing at the time, and Prosecutor Bell, he was actually a city attorney for the city of Wilson. He was a council member in the city of Ferguson when we first started this prior
Hmm.
to his election. We wanted to come up with a way to try to bridge the gap with law enforcement
Yeah,
and the community,
yeah.
and we were just putting our heads together. And for people that know me, know that I have extreme self-diagnosed ADHD. Like I never sleep. Like literally, I could be talking to you, and after 18-hour day, I'll go to sleep for 10 minutes. I wake up, and then I'm like, "Come on, what are we doing?" So I called Charlotte like 3 o'clock in the morning, and she was like, "What, boy?" And
Like, what are you calling me at
I
three in the
said,
morning?
Rev, I got it. She was like, you better have something. And so I said, you know what? Let's take some of these kids out of their normal everyday environment
Hmm.
and merge with the police department, but make it educational at the same time. So she's like, okay, just call me tomorrow. Hang up. And she hung up the phone. So what we came up with is that we wanted to take these students. So we take 20 to 25 area high school kids on an all expense paid trip to different cities,
Oh
and
wow.
we visit historical sites and HBCUs. And the thought behind that was we are going to have police officers chaperone and other influential people from the community, so
Hmm.
they get to see us outside of our jobs and what we do, and we can see the humanness in each
Yeah,
other.
yeah.
So the kids will be like, "Oh my God, Captain, you wear Jordans?" I'm like, I got more Jordans than all y'all. Or man, Prosecutor Bell, you listen to Tupac? And he's like, yeah, I listen to Tupac. So yeah,
Even and those small things like that,
they
because they
matter.
probably look at you like, uh, you're a police
Really?
officer,
Yeah, you don't
So
you
yeah,
don't do
and you're
that.
like,
Like
I'm actually a person.
There it is every day. Trust me, I know. My mom still make me take out the trash. Captain, I need you to go take out that trash for me when you get when you get done. So yeah, and then people like I don't know if you're familiar with Dr. Kendra Holmes. She's
Yes.
the first female and also the first black female to be the CEO at Affinia Healthcare. She
Yeah.
comes on a trip so they can see people that look like them in certain roles and say, you know what, we can be this, or we can do this, right?
Yeah.
And so on the trip, they get to see these historical things. They get to see visit these HBCUs, and we do a lot of fun excursions. So we're up to 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning playing cards or joning on each other, having dance battles, and making ice cream runs in and out at 2 in the morning,
Wow.
things like that. So it's been very, very successful thus far. The thing that we're most proud of, D, is that all of the kids, this is our 7th year. Yeah, out of all the kids that have gone through this program have gone on to college or trade school or to the military.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we're batting a
Oh,
thousand right now.
now you said this is only the second year?
Seventh.
Oh, seventh. Oh, okay. I was about to
Yeah.
say, like it's been longer than that. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. So we've been to DC. We went to Howard University. We visited the new African American Museum up there.
Oh, wow. In DC.
Yep.
Oh,
We
nice.
went to the Capitol. We've been to Atlanta. We went to Morehouse and Spelman and all the MLK sites, Coca Cola, the aquarium. We did all that. Alabama. We went to Birmingham. We went to Birmingham and the other one in Alabama. I
I
forget, but where the kids got bombed, the church got bombed.
think it's Montgomery.
Um, Montgomery. We went to
Yeah.
Montgomery. And, yes, we did. And then we've been to Tulsa, visited Black Wall Street. And
Oh,
this year, we went to Jackson, Mississippi. So we got to see the Emmett Till Memorial, Medgar Evers House, went to the Jackson State Grambling game. We
I
did
bet it's
all type of, oh, it was
cool.
off the chain.
Oh my gosh. That is
Oh,
oh, that is awesome. And I'm
yep.
sure the kids are so appreciative when they go.
So appreciative. And you get them out this environment and
Yeah.
then, you get to have real conversations. We were laughing with one of the scholars, Ariel. I hate to put her out there, but it was so funny when we were going to we were going to Tulsa and we came to the toll and she said, "Oh, wait a minute, hold on. We going to Mexico? I thought we was going to Tulsa."
Well, she was like, you gotta
'Cause
back up
she
because
had
you
never
know the
been. So she just figured that I've just seen that on TV when they go into
right,
Mexico.
right,
I said,
right.
"No, baby, we're not going to Mexico." So
She's like, I know.
yeah, I
Yeah,
know this. So, but yeah, it's an amazing trip, and they're lifelong relationships. We just don't
yeah,
take
yeah.
them on this trip. It's a continued mentorship. So we do things throughout the year, and of course, we have a different group every year. We pull up on, well, I'm talking like the kids now. When they have games, we pull up at the games, and they call us for advice. Like, hey, Cap, man, I like this girl, right? So, what do I say? Like, and that's how we got them. And a lot of them call us with issues before they call their parents,
Oh, that's it.
um, and things that are going on in their life. And of course, we reach out to their parents after that. But that
Right.
initial call, a lot of times, they're we've made that connection and they're comfortable enough with us to share those intimate things that are going on with them, even the mental illness to where they even felt like taking their life sometimes. So it's not all the peaches and cream, but we're there
Right.
for it all, right?
Yeah.
And then we end the year with I know you came last year with our gala,
Yes.
where we like to highlight the kids, and we also give awards to people and businesses in the community that are giving back to the community as well. And all of this, D, is funded out of pocket and through fundraising.
What?
We have no grants. Like people just
They just
are
donate.
like,
It's such an
here, thank
awesome.
you. We pay for it. And it's just, God has blessed us every year that when we need something, the community just comes together and
Now,
really
see, that's
provides
amazing.
for us.
Yeah, yeah. Because it's important
Right.
for us to come together. And I know, unfortunately, we heard about the young man Twitch who took his life yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Terrible
Yeah.
stories.
So
And
unfortunate.
yeah, so unfortunate that you guys are actually building a safe space for these kids.
Space.
You know,
Correct.
um, and
Correct.
they need that support, especially the
Oh,
youth.
yeah.
And so
Absolutely.
that you all are providing that where they can come to you, and let's be real, we've had our issues, with the police, as
Oh
what
yeah,
we
no
say to
doubt.
us, and all that,
No
and
doubt about it. No doubt
right,
about it.
and here you are giving back, providing that space where they can come and talk, and it is so neat.
Absolutely.
And how important do you feel that it is to take the kids out of that environment to a different place so they can see more than where they come from?
And that's the thing, they get to see it's more than just Florissant or Wellston or
Yes,
you know
yes,
what I mean, or Hazelwood. Like the world is just so much bigger than that. At the same time, they're getting a chance to interact with police officers or other people from the community that you know we can give them great advice because we're parents ourselves, right? And so I
yeah,
know
yeah.
my daughter is their age, and like so I'm like, well, this is what I would do if I was your dad, right?
Right.
But yeah, and it's changing the game, and then it also gives law enforcement a chance to see these kids in a different light and know that it's everybody is not what you see on social media
Right.
or what you see on the news. Like every
Exactly.
kid is not the same, and vice versa. And at the end of the day, we're like high fiving and hugging and wrestling, and there is I'm not even captain at the end of the trip. It's Clay.
Right.
Like, hey, what's up, it's Clay? Like, and it's just amazing, and so
And
it's
it's
just
like
been great.
you guys are, and especially like even with Wesley, they see him on TV, but these are people
Right,
that
right, right,
you see and touch, and like, I know him.
right.
I went on a
You
trip.
seen him on? They
Right,
call him
right.
bougie though. They say he real bougie. See, he's eating pizza with a fork. They're like eating
Oh
pizza
my!
with.
Do you do that too? I can see you
No,
doing
no. I'm the emos. Listen, God made these for pizza like that. And
to grab the eat.
right,
Uh,
but it's fun.
yeah. So, and I know, do you guys ever take any parents? Like, do any parents go on the trip, or is it mainly just like the chaperones?
So that's a great question. So parents went the first year, and that was the last year. So we want that was it. Like no parents. But we want the kids to be able to open up, right,
Oh,
and really be themselves. And it's kind of hard sometimes when the parents are there. And
yeah.
we were actually laughing about it because prior to the trip, we do several like meet and greets because, of course, they're from all different districts.
Hmm.
The kids are, and so we do meet and greets with the kids and their parents, so they'll get a chance to meet each other. And then we do well. The qualifications I didn't even tell you.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
They have to do a 500-word essay on an event or person that's impacted them. So they
Oh,
don't have to be famous. It could be Dee Marie. Let's do something on Dee Marie. They have to do 8 hours of community service prior to the trip, and they have to give us 3 letters of reference. When the letters are submitted, we submit them to the team,
hmm.
and then we pick them from there. So that's how they are picked to go on the trip. And
Okay.
so this year when we did the meet and greet, the first one was with the parents and the kids. And I mean the kids were just like, man, I say nothing. So afterwards, myself and Charlotte and some of the team was like, man, we don't know about the kids this year. Like
Because it was kind
last
of
year, yeah, last year they was turned up. Like, wait a minute, this. But then the next one we did when it was just the kids, oh, they like, oh yeah, we gonna be outside. We just, and then the next one we did with the parents, they were right back. So we like, yeah, this we right. No parents,
because it
parents,
makes
y'all can't go
right,
because
right.
we want them to be able to be themselves, right?
Yeah.
And so, but it's very important for us and to let the parents know that they are in good hands though, like because you turning over your most precious asset, right?
Yeah.
You turn over your babies to us, so they have access to every single chaperone that goes. We usually have about between 12 and 15. Um, and you know Charlotte, she is a drill sergeant. She checking rooms. She on the
I
phone. Like she like,
I
nah, little
know
boy,
that's
come
right.
over here. You gotta sit right here. Like so she she all over the place.
'Cause she's like,
But yeah,
no,
because you're turning the kids over to us. So yeah, it's we have a great time though. Like it's I
yeah.
can't stress that enough. It's really amazing.
Yeah, and it sounds amazing too. And I just think like things like this is so important because
Mhm.
we, kind of have to
because I love community. That's just in my heart. I love, because I think that we just have, I mean, as we have responsibility, I believe.
I agree.
And help up, because we live in St. Louis. You know, St. Louis gets a bad rap, you know, like we are the #1 murder capital, as they say. You know,
God, yeah,
all
yeah,
these
yeah.
stories you hear. And I ain't gonna lie, there are times I'm like, I'm sick of St. Louis and I want to get out of here. But I do feel like, though, that if we really like come together and like you said, when it's your calling to walk in it and truly like invest in our community
and care.
Yes, that's the key. Because what's the saying, is people don't, I forgot how it goes, something like they don't care what you know unless they know you care, or something like that. But if we just really just get involved and care about our community and care about our youth, we could make a huge difference. I mean,
just think about how many people, you know, and I say it all the time, get in the game. It's so many people that sit back and be like, this messed up. Why y'all doing this? Why y'all doing what have you done to try to help or fix the problem? When we have town halls or when we do these group sessions, everybody just wants to do it. Wow, but what is the solution? How can we fix it? We already know what the problem is. How are we going to fix it? I don't want to sit up here and hear you complain for an hour and a half. Like, I don't, when we can spend that time trying to fix the problem. And if more people got in the game instead of sitting on the sideline, that don't affect me. I ain't worried about that. I stay over here, but it's coming. And it's going to affect you whether directly or indirectly. It's going to affect you in some type of way. So
So I heard this saying from Brian Stevenson. He is the one that was in that movie Just Mercy. Well, I think it was about him. But
yeah, we met him.
Oh, you did meet him?
Yeah, we met him, and then actually he's the one that started that built the lynching memorial in Alabama that we went to.
Yes. Like, and the kids met
him. And then we actually met one of the guys that was in the movie down there. So when the movie came out, we went to see the movie, and they still kept in contact. So they like, man, we watching you right now. You on the screen. Like,
so. Now that is cool. That is cool. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, because he actually said there's power in proximity. So
absolutely.
And if you want to make a difference, get involved, get close. But a lot of people want to step back. So I really applaud you guys for getting involved and for, you know, getting the kids and taking them, you know, outside of here.
And their eyes are open. Oh my
God. Right. And they're the same.
Especially on them college campuses. We went to Howard, and those guys, them boys. I said, "Oh no, come over here, boy. I need you to go. Come on, come, man. No. We gonna come here for education.
Right.
To learn, boy.
You guys get testimonies back, you know, from the kids.
Yes, absolutely. We always do. One thing that we started doing that we didn't really think about is that more debriefing with them throughout the trip.
Oh,
because us as adults, when we go to these historical sites, we've heard about it already, right? And we've experienced some of these things, but we didn't really know how heavy it would hit the kids.
Oh, okay.
So like this year when we went to the Emmett Till Memorial,
yes.
we were in the actual courtroom where they had the trial, and they still use their courtroom to this day.
Oh.
The only difference is they added central air. Everything else is exactly the same way it was in 1955.
And they leave it like that purposely. Like it's
they just haven't upgraded it. Yeah, they just
so
they still use it.
Because Emmett Till, they just haven't upgraded.
Yeah, they just still use it. Yeah,
right.
And so when they were telling us the story, and you know, and the kids were like crying. And for one, that's how we know you're paying attention, because how many 16, 17, 18-year-old kids, we take juniors and seniors, are actually paying attention. So that's how we know we got you. So that's how we were like, you know what, we need to do more debriefing. Like when we went to Black Wall Street and Farrakhan was telling the stories, and we're in this, you know, amazing museum, and they was just overwhelmed. And so, yeah, we made time out for more debrief to let us know how you're feeling and what this means to you.
Right.
And one girl, I know I like to ramble on, but one of the scholars, Tiana, when we did the meet and greet, we were taken back. She was by no means being disrespectful, but when we were talking, her thing was, you know, I just really don't feel like we just need to keep going back in our past and knowing what's going on. Like we here now. Like I don't want to know about this stuff. We here, right? And so after the Emmett Till trip, and then we went to Medgar Evers' house. She stood up in front of everybody and was like, "I just want to apologize to y'all." She said, "I am sorry." She said, "I want to know more. Like I don't know what I was thinking, but this is so important, and this is what the trip embodies and what it's about." So for her to do a 180 like that,
Right.
that's what it's really about.
Right. Yeah. That's one thing I do. I
Mhm.
love Black history.
I
And
love all Black history. I love history. I like to know what happened before
me
us.
me too. Because there's so much that we don't know. It's a lot that we
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah. So
Yes.
I do have to ask, so how was Tulsa with the Black Wall Street? I've never been. I
Ooh.
want to go so bad.
And that was the anniversary of it. When we went last year,
Yeah.
it was amazing. We learned so much. We learned that a lot of the bodies and stuff of the people that were killed were
Hmm.
just buried them. They just buried them in the ground. So they were like, you could be standing on people right now that you
Wow.
didn't even know. Um, that museum was absolutely amazing. We learned so much from what happened. You know, Black Wall Street was like the richest, the most
Yeah.
wealthiest,
Yes.
part
Yeah.
in Tulsa in the United States for a little while. So the kids were like, "Really?" They're like, "Yeah, absolutely." We got a chance to because we also meet with the police departments that are
Oh,
there.
oh, nice.
Right.
Okay.
So they got a chance to meet Wendell Franklin. He was the first black chief there, and they also got to meet with the first 48 detectives from the TV show.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So they were like, "We saw y'all on TV." So the
Right.
detectives let them interrogate each other and took them in the rooms and did all that stuff. So they were like, "Oh my God, like we famous." So yeah, we had a great time in Tulsa. If you ever get a chance to go, I
I,
highly recommend it and take them your three clan, the three of your crew
yeah.
with them too. You will have a great time. I
Yeah.
learned so much. I thought I knew something, but I really learned so much more.
Yeah. So I guess that's another thing too. You guys probably learned probably almost just as much as the kids. When,
Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, I thought I knew it. I'm telling you. Yeah, I know you know Farrakhan. She
yeah.
dog.
No. I don't know. I know who he is, but I don't. I have never met him.
Let me tell you something. Farrakhan is 30 going on 67. That man is a walking encyclopedia of history. Like he gave us the whole tour. The tour guide didn't even say anything. Like everywhere we
So
go,
he all the stuff.
Farrakhan just knows it. We're like, oh my God. So yeah, he did. So this year again went to Jackson. Jackson PD just put out the red carpet for us. It was
Wow.
amazing. We got to meet some of their high school kids. They brought some of their groups
Oh, okay.
in. We got to meet the prosecuting attorney there. Um, it
So
was just amazing.
there are other places like other outside of St. Louis that has organizations close to Humanity in the Middle that.
Well, no, they didn't, but it was a some type of mentoring group that was there. So when I
Okay.
talked to the chief, he was like, "We want to invite them to come as
Oh,
well." And
uh,
now they want to
do
partner
yeah,
with us and see how they can
yeah,
do it. Like, what are we doing? We should have been doing this, but
yeah. And
we
that's
just
what
said you're welcome.
yeah, because once you start something and then people see you guys doing it,
Oh
now
yeah,
they want to duplicate what you're doing. And honestly, that is
yep,
how it starts as well. You know,
absolutely,
just begin that
absolutely,
process. Yep. And
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 we're
again,
open to it.
yeah, go ahead.
I just saying we're open to it. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
we want this thing to go national.
Right. And you guys will be the ones who have started it because the program sounds amazing, amazing. And I
Hmm.
really applaud you guys for even, coming up with it and doing it because it is again, it's so important. It's so important to
Right,
into these young people. They need positive role models. I mean, I know they see on TV, they see the
right,
sport,
right,
they see, all these
right,
people, but people that they
right.
can actually talk to, they can touch, they can, see
Hmm.
and know that
Human, see the humanness in each other.
yeah, yeah. And then there's more to life than just what they're doing, and they can do and be whatever they want to.
Right, and now we just preach to them like every day you live, you're getting older. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? If you're 16, the next six you're going to see is 26, then 36, then 46. Like that's how it works. I
that's how.
mean, we talk about Hazelwood and Normandy, but I truly can tell you everything that happened in high school. Like I can take you there right now and be like, I did this, and that was almost 30 years ago. When
Right.
I look back, I'm like, wow, 30 years. Like, but it seems so
It seemed
like
like that's
now, like
yeah,
just
yeah,
yesterday. Like, you
it
know what
does,
I mean? So
it does.
that's why I try to get them. You won't be young forever. Like you need to start making these moves and setting goals and working to them because this world is not nice.
Yeah. And while you saying that, honestly, I mean, you speaking to even adults too. I mean, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like every day we wake up is an opportunity to walk in supposed to do our calling because it's people out here that need us. They need what
Say
we
that.
yeah, they do. Yeah, so I applaud you. So what I would want you to give an advice or maybe not advice, just what would you say to a young person that is watching right now that either wants to be in humanity in the middle or just, you know, just some encouragement that you want to give them.
Well, I like to use the acronym RAP, right?
Okay.
And I was like, "Can you rap?" And he's like, "Yeah, I can rap." No, do you? Can you really rap? Because I rap, and I say that rap is responsibility, accountability, and productivity. I said if you could do those three things, you will be successful in your life. You will be responsible, accountable, and productive. I promise your life will be a lot easier, a lot easier. Um, don't fall into this being followers, right?
Yeah.
And oh, don't be the one that run to the fight with the phone. It's cool to go the other way, right?
Right.
Let's normalize kids going to class. Let's normalize doing our work. You know what I mean? Let's not stop normalizing this foolishness and this BS. This is what I need to do because that's just setting you back,
Yeah.
right? You want to be that person to where they say, oh, here come D. Who come with D Marie? Hey D, let's get over here. Let's go sit with D. And not the, oh Lord, here come D. let
Right.
me,
Especially with like this
let
stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Sit. You only got one life, and don't waste your youth.
I
Don't,
know.
because you'll look up and you'll be, whoo, our age,
Yeah.
still trying to figure it out, and
Yep.
it's late by then. So
I love that. So rap, say
responsibility,
responsibility, account.
accountability, and productivity.
So and that's how you set them up. Can you rap?
Right. Yeah, I can spit like what?
No, I love that. I love that. I love that. Now when you say that, do they receive that? Like do some of
Oh,
them
they
listen?
do after a while. After it sets in with them, they're like, "Oh man, we thought you was talking about like yeah the other." I know. That's what you thought. That's what you thought. But
That's awesome. That's
yeah,
good.
just keep breathing life into these young folks, man. They
Yeah,
need it. You know, and it's so easy to give up. Yeah, trust me, I know. Like it can be it gets so frustrating sometimes. You just want to no, like come over here. Like remember your mama grab you up under your arm. Come over here. You
drag
know,
it.
right? And then and it's just they're checking out of here younger and younger now,
Yeah.
right? I mean to see 16 and 18 is like you made it, and
Right.
even 21,
Right.
and it's just, and we're working so hard on this end, even from our office, and a lot of the things that Wesley's doing, and the policies that he's implemented. When we talk to these younger people, they're like, "Man, I didn't even know that." I'm like, "I know, but you're going to fall into this trap
Right.
if you continue down this road. Like, there's nothing good going down this street. Like, it's not." So it's up to you the decisions that you make. Because once you hit 17 in Missouri, you're an adult.
Oh,
You're
really?
an
Oh,
ad-
that.
absolutely,
Oh,
absolutely. So the world may see you as a kid, but the
hmm.
state sees you as a grown man or woman, and you're
So,
not going. You're going to the big boy jail now. You're not going to
mm,
juvenile.
mm. And that's
Yep.
another thing too, I wanted to applaud you guys on the classes that you have and just always involved in the community because I've been to the class with the what's it called
Community case review.
yes that one and also when we did the screen
The simulator, the
simulation
police simulator. Yeah, when you shot
yeah.
all the wrong people.
Boy, let me tell you, that was eye-opening. I will say that was so eye-opening because you had to make a decision like that, and I was like,
yeah, you was wrong. And if y'all want to see the video prompt, just inbox me, and I will post it. Matter of fact, I think I might post it tonight. So that y'all can see.
You don't even see the video. It was so funny. It was so funny.
But we just believe that, you know, knowledge is power, no matter what the topic is.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And so many people get in trouble if we're coming from a law enforcement perspective, because we have a lot of TikTok lawyers. We have a lot of Facebook and Twitter lawyers. Yeah. I know my right. I know I can do this. Well, no, you don't. That's why you're going to jail. Right. So we try to make it a safe space, as you say, and, you know, come out to the office and you get to hear it from the professionals that do it every single day. And we're telling you what you can and can't do. Right. So I don't need little Johnny and them over here telling me what I can do. And that is just not the truth. So, you know, to bring the community in and they hear it, to bring the community in, and they're doing this police simulator, not to make people pro-police, but just to see a different perspective.
Right.
Even if you don't agree with it, you're going to see the why. The why is done. Oh, this is why 2 officers come over here, or 3 officers. And us as law enforcement, we get to hear from the community.
Right.
Oh, this is why you feel this way when you're pulled over, or this is why you do X, Y, Z. Right. And so it's beneficial to, I don't even like to say both sides, but both perspectives.
Yeah. No, it really is. It is. And just you being, and I'm sure you have a whole team, but just being involved in the community all the time. I mean, I applaud you. I applaud you for doing that. Because that's how I met you. You know,
right. Begging me to cut. No,
whatever.
I was just playing.
He came out. Yeah, I asked him. He came out to help right away.
Right.
So, anyway, but yeah, no, I appreciate you. But Captain Clay Farmer, thank you so much for being on the podcast. I have one more question.
You can ask me anything. I got another time.
So how was those Stairway to Heaven?
Fix it, Jesus.
Okay,
Let me tell you something.
I need to, but Lord have mercy.
Yeah, you kept just flaking out on us. You post all this. I'm on the Stairmaster. I'm on the treadmill. You pouring water on your head, making it look like sweat. Woo! Getting likes and clicking. No, we know you ain't did nothing.
That pandemic hit, and it was like,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so I see you. I'm getting there.
It's amazing. But the thing was, what she's talking about, if you all don't know, is some steps in Creve Coeur that just keep going and going and going. And then when you get to the top, you can see like the sun right over the top of the steps, and you think you made it to Jesus. Maybe like either this heaven or the top of the steps. and we just go up and down a bunch of times. But the thing was, it's all different levels of fitness that came out, right? And we just made it fun. So even if you were the top tier, like my evil trainer, or you were just a beginner, everybody stayed together. Like we stayed with you, and we pushed you, and we ain't gonna let you quit. We ain't gonna let you quit. So it was a great time, and fellowshipping and having fun and getting in shape at the same time.
Y'all don't do it still because it's cold, I assume.
Right, it's cold. You know, we don't do cold. So we listen. We don't do cold.
we messing with that. I already know.
We don't do cold. I do it inside now, the elliptical machine. And sometimes I'll go out there, depending on if it's not too cold. But once the spring comes, we'll start.
Okay, all right. So
we'll start it back up.
You guys start in the spring. I'm there. I'm saying it right now.
Oh.
Responsibility, accountability, and productivity.
Okay. All right. There it is. So, you rap. You just rap.
Yep. Just rap. So the first one you guys have, I'm going to come. Now I'm going to try to train myself throughout the winter.
Now just know we're going to make fun of you. Now that's going to happen. I'm going to take pictures of you laying out in the grass.
Okay.
That's just because Jesus told me to do it, and I need to obey Jesus.
That's wrong because you're crazy.
We're transparent, okay? We need to let the people see what's going on.
Okay.
Behind the pictures.
Okay. Well, Well, Captain, thank you so much for being on Be the Voice podcast. I appreciate you. I applaud everything that you do in the community. I know everyone, we joke and all that stuff all the time, but really, really, you are so much appreciated. Everybody is just, they love you, because you're always out here trying to do something good. And you can tell when someone is genuine, So, we with you. So
I think, yes, I was going to say, I just thank you again for having us on behalf of Humanity in the Middle, myself, Reverend Hughes, and Prosecutor Bell, and our whole Humanity in the Middle team. We thank you for giving us this platform. We're going to continue to do what we do, even whether it's Humanity in the Middle or from the county prosecutor's office, and I just say that I used to get so mad, like when I first started police work, when I would walk in the room and people would say, F the police, or they would get up and walk out. And I was like, why are they so mad? Like, I didn't even do nothing. And so my mother, both of them are ministers, she says, and I will never forget, she said, they're not mad at you, they're mad at what you represent, right? Mm-hmm. So get to make them know you every single day that you get to work, and you'll see a change. And that's what I've done for 22 years. And then she said, and if they got a problem with that, they can come and see me because I'm your supervisor. So, yeah. And so I'll just keep walking in God's purpose. You do the same. Keep walking and letting him guide your steps, because you are doing amazing things. And truly, you're touching people that you don't even know that you're touching. So keep doing what you're doing. And I'm out.
All right. Well, we will holler at you. Oh, how can they find out to even apply for?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that would be good. So in 2023, we always take the trip. It's the third week in September.
Okay.
And so I think in 23, it'll be like this, I want to say the 14th through the 17th. It's usually a Thursday to a Sunday. We're going to Memphis, and we're going to Nashville.
Oh, nice. Okay.
We're going to do both.
Okay.
And meet the PD out there at Tennessee State University and some other excursions. We start the recruiting process in January. Okay. And we shoot the information out to the school district, so they can contact me directly. They can inbox me.
Okay.
And Clay Former Captain on Facebook. My email is clay2345 at Yahoo.
Okay.
Clay
put it in the
23 45 at Yahoo. Jordan is my real dad, so the 23 is for Jordan. That was his number, and then 45 was his other number. But anyway, and then you can contact us on Facebook at Humanity in the Middle, and then also email us humanityinthemiddle.org.
Okay, sounds good. All right, well, thank you so much, Captain Former, and right. All right, and we will holler at you later. Thank you so much for being on the podcast.
You are welcome.
All right. Thank you all for joining in for another podcast. I'm just always excited about the guests that we have, but we'll be back next week with another amazing guest, and I will talk to you then. All right, I'll see you.